Hello! Oops. And welcome to another art stream. I'm going to be doing some more Swordtember because that was a lot of fun. Maybe I'll clean some of these up a little bit more, but mainly I want to just try and make some more drawings because it's fun to just see if I can get how many I can get done, or at least how many ideas I can work on. So yeah. All right, let's get to work. I'm gonna do some warm-ups, and then maybe in the middle I'll take a break to do some just so just anatomy drawings. So, yeah. Yeah. Where's the classic? No. Sorry, one sec. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, chill piano. Hello! Happy Friday! Yippee! Just about to start doing some just warm-up sketches. Is this played? Hello? Play? Thank you. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Whoops. Wrong color. Do 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 do. Ooh. Ah, nice. Very nice. Do you have any plans for the holiday? It was okay. It was just work, mostly. Just kind of an up and down week. Work was stressful at times, so. But it's over with for the week, so. Just a week where a lot of things that could go wrong did go wrong, and hoping next week's going to be better. I mean, no long-term damage, but just kind of like a few careless mistakes here and there that could have been prevented. So, yeah, could have been better. Hope yours was good. Right. Oh yeah, no, I'm fine. I appreciate it, but no, I'm good. It's just a long week. That's all. Nothing bad. Plus, I just didn't sleep very well this week. But yeah, just those two things. I almost talked myself into getting some rest before this, but I decided not to because I was just worried it would make me even more drowsy. I'm kind of glad I didn't. Because it definitely would have felt it. Sorry. Yeah. Been playing some of that Silk Song lately. It's kind of fun. I mean, I'm not very far because I can't play it for long, but it's been a fun break from things here and there. Let's try a different pose. Do you have any shows you watch this time of year? Because I'm looking forward to a few that are starting up, both live action and animated. I'm looking forward to the One Punch Man's coming back. That's going to be pretty cool. And there's also, I think, Spy Family's coming back as well. So those two I really like. And yeah. Other than that, I'm just like rewatching, looking up, finding like old shows that I used to watch that are kind of fun. Like, there's these like collections on YouTube of like of old like Halloween TV shows from Nickelodeon, and it's been fun going back through those. Like there's the what was that other one? Like I think I just there's a couple specials that are pretty fun. I was gonna watch the Pete and Pete special this week tonight after stream because that one's fun. Like I watched one of the earlier ones for that. That was a fun show back in the day. Yeah, same. Honestly, like I mean I don't really get to watch it. It's just nice having it on in the background, really, because I'll just be working on something, and it's nice just having something that I'm familiar with to listen to. Oh no, not yet. Haven't found time for that yet. Sometime soon, maybe, perhaps. I think well, I wouldn't say that I dislike musicals, but I think it just comes down to like if like Disney was always where I used to go for musicals. But I'm willing to give something else a shot because I mean I like some of the songs in Has Been are okay, and from what I've seen of the ones I saw for Epic, is I think that's what you're talking about. Is those were I hear people raving about them, so. Because other than that, I don't know. That's the only musical I know of. Unless you're talking about a different musical. In which case, probably not either. Is that the one you're talking about? Because that's the only one I know of. There's something else then. Oh, nice. Yeah, I listened to this one podcast that talked all about various Greek mythology stories. It's where I really found out that like, and it's definitely one of the times where after I heard the real stories behind some of the gods, I was just like, oh, okay, I'm really glad that Disney really like used kid gloves when they did their version of, well, what should be called Heracles, but tomato. But he because Zeus would be the villain in that version if it was more accurate. Zeus, or maybe like if you want to go with the Kevin Sorbo version of it, then Hera, I guess. But technically, Zeus was worse. Hera was just jealous. Zeus was actually just awful at times. So. Like, even like, yeah, I don't want to get into it. Yeah, it's not kid friendly. And I don't know who's. I know that I'm not saying this is a kid-friendly. This is aimed at kids, but it gets explicit when it comes to the gods. Especially Zeus. Yeah. Ironically, making Hades the villain is ironic because he's probably one of the ones with the least amount of drama. Like, I think Percy Jackson actually had a closer, like the book had a much more accurate version of what he's more like, where it's like just kind of he already runs the underworld. Why would he care about anything else? Like he doesn't disdain it like they made him in that, which I mean I guess was a way to give him like a reason, but it was kind of like there's plenty of other people that are much more angry than him. I started to listen to some of the Celtic folklore, and there's definitely stories with them too when it comes to trauma. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't? I mean, he's in the most chill place ever. It's like there's only people think in our culture we're scared of it, but there it's just like, well, this is just the end. It's like there's nothing scary about it, really. Like it's like these are just people that passed. Nothing spooky about that. Like sure, this guy that rides you over in the boat's kind of creepy, but that's just his thing. It's like I don't judge him. Karen. Is that how you I think that's how you pronounce it. I have not read Percy Jackson, honestly. I kind of want to, like, I might have to check those out sometime. I started reading, some other, I've been reading other fantasy, I started the books, what is the Tales of Earthsea is, a young adult book I was going to try and read, because I watched the, Ghibli film a long time ago, and I could tell it was kind of a hodgepodge mess. And I read the first one, and I found out, oh wait, yeah, it is. It was essentially just like they tried to cram like 2.5 books into one movie, and and even with that, they didn't even like get everything right. So, but I hear Percy Jackson's pretty good, and the TV series is supposed to be good, from what I hear. But I haven't had time to watch it. I guess I finally, because the problem the first time around was because Hollywood is Hollywood, they tried to age him up in the first movie, and it's like, guys, this is supposed to be like like an ongoing saga, and he's gonna start young. Like, why are you trying to jump him into being like this adult when he's just a child when the story starts? I'll have to check it out. Cause yeah, I've heard good things. Trying to find another good pose, and then maybe we'll get to work for that. Oh, that's a cool one, actually. This is really energetic. Because I also started the another young adult book I read that was really good was what was that, Shades of Magic, which had a very cool it was funny because I went from reading Mistborn, which had a pickpocket character, to Shades of Magic, which also has a pickpocket character as the main character. And I was like, huh, okay, I guess I'm just like kind of, I keep getting these protagonists that are thieves. It's like again and again and again. And those can be fun. especially because it's also funny because in both books there's a male character who normally you would see as the main character, but because of things that happen, because of just like it's better to at points to tell from the other person's point of view, they stick with the other person. Yeah, I heard the books weren't kind of I heard the books combined two of the girls into one person. Like I think there's like the daughter of Ares and the daughter of Athena or something like that that get combined into one girl or something weird like that. But it's better than, I mean, from what I've seen, it's better than when they tried to make the first time around with Golden Compass. So I saw that in theaters, and they had some of the best actors in Hollywood, but the script that they gave those actors was not the book. it's like the director was like, nah, this is kind of a downer story, and it's like, yes, that's the point. The father's not supposed to be a good guy. He's supposed to be complicated and layered and gray. And in the book and in the movie they made him, Daniel Radcliffe, be this sympathetic father, and you're like, no, he's supposed to be borderline like Shinji's dad bad. But they're like, no, he's gonna be nice. They're gonna change the tone so that everything's different, and which is a shame because they had so many good actors, and then they just wasted them. And they had a good budget. Like the daemons looked really good, which are like their spirit animals that they link to. They looked great, and like especially the golden monkey that her mother had was really creepy. And then they're like, yeah, we're just gonna make her look like the only villain in the story, and it's like, well, then you're missing the point of the books if you make her the only villain. She's trouble, that's for sure, but she's not the only troublesome one in the books. But that Shades of Magic was cool because it was like it had a much like Mistborn with Brandon Sanderson. It had a really good magic system. Like it had a like good rules, because that's what it kind of, I think, makes a good fantasy story, if magic's like a crucial part of it. Like you can have soft magic like well, even like maybe even, I don't know, I haven't read Percy Jackson, so I don't know how tiered the magic is in that, but I mean even like well, Lord of the Rings has soft magic because Gandalf just casts magic and there's no rules about like what he's casting. It just kind of happens sometimes. Whereas in like Mistborn, there's rules to magic in that like in order to you have to be normally people who can cast magic are a rare instance in themselves. And normally you kind of like are separated into different like branches, where like certain people can cast like mind magic, and other people can cast magic that makes them stronger, and other people can cast magic that makes it so they can control metal, which is a weird other division. It's like, but it's his choice. He made it that way. But it's kind of cool how it works, because it means that you can like just like pull yourself around a city and just like pull yourself towards a building and then just land on it. So you kind of like gravity gun yourself around the city. and if you want to be like the hero of the story, you carry a purse of iron coins and just use them as like buckshot, which is pretty awesome. And then, but then there's this other subgroup that's even more rare called the Mistborn, and the girl is actually a Mistborn, and she can do everything. But she's not. The thing is, like, it's not like some kind of isekai where she's like perfect at everything. She just found out that she's this, so she's learning how to do it. And unlike Rey, she doesn't learn very fast. It takes her time. Plus, she's like involved in someone else's plan, so she's kind of trying to work through that too. And it's a crazy plan, and it's really exciting because it's very dangerous. And she's learning how to use all these different abilities from other people who are very skilled in their abilities. Like there's a person in the thieves group that she's a part of that's very skilled at mind control or mind manipulation, and then there's another person that can like mess with chance, kind of like her. Oh, because that was one of the other magics too that I forgot to mention. But then there's also like she also has to learn about like how to like infiltrate the higher aristocracy because that's part of their plan. So she's trying to pull off that too, and it's good. It's really a cool story. But yeah, no, it's a shame when it's because these directors are like the writers that attach themselves to these films think that they're better than the writers of the books, which is laughable because they've had like a few months to like write their version of the book versus the author that took years of their life to write that book. So I never understand how people think they can write something better than what already was written. It's kind of infuriating every time. Like with what's happening recently with the Witcher series. I heard that, as I predicted, it's not doing well because was it oh gosh, I'm blanking on his name. Liam Hemsworth came over and is doing and is playing Geralt now, and I'm glad that for the most part it seems most people are not directing hate towards him, because it's not his fault that he's taken the role. Like, he just was looking for a job and they were like, we need this person, and he's like, okay, I'll do it. It's their fault for making a bad story. He's just someone that took a job. And I just hope the internet keeps remembering that, because it's not fair to punish him. That's usually what I say in these movies. Like, I don't blame anyone from that Golden Compass for the bad movie. In fact, that's why I was so surprised it wasn't good, is because they're so good that I thought, even with it being bad, that they could make something good. But there's only so much you can do when you're given such a bad script. I still need to watch that first Dungeons and Dragons movie, because I think that would be pretty fun. I think this would be perfect for my character, actually, this pose. That's... I think the only time I ever was kind of like a little more relieved that they didn't follow the book was 13th Warrior. Because not because 13th Warrior the book is bad, but because it just wouldn't make a good movie. It's kind of more of a like documentary kind of piece. Like it's this guy kind of just like talking about like his time in a strange land and documenting this strange new culture that popped up on top of the strange culture that he's being pulled into. So making it more of a like warrior, someone being forced into the role of a warrior who's a poet, is kind of a, I thought was a pretty cool story. And Antonio Banderas is really fun. Like him in the oh gosh, I'm blanking on the actor's name, but there's this one guy that is like pretty much is like his treats him like a brother throughout the whole thing, kind of, and it's so funny. And I love the part when he makes a like a curved blade, and the guy's like, give this Arab a sword, he makes a knife. It's like, and then when he like tries to show off some moves to show that he's really agile with it, and he's like, "When you die, could I give that to me daughter?" It's so good. Your horse can do tricks, because all their horses were like twice the size of his horse. Ruff, ruff. But yeah, that one was an okay version of a story where they changed a little. Same with the original Jurassic Park. Like they did change it a lot, but it still worked. Like it's a shame they couldn't do the modifications the way they were in the book, but I didn't care too much. It still was a fun movie, so. Yeah, no, 13th Warrior is really fun. I definitely recommend that if you ever get a chance to watch it. It's a fun movie. And I mean, Howl's Moving Castle is one of my favorite Ghibli films, and that's a major departure from what the book was. The book is something else. It's just very different. I can't say if it's better or it's just that he added so many other things to it that like that weren't in it originally. And that's what I always liked about him taking from other authors, is he would always bring something else into them of his own. So he wasn't just flat out like just copying. Because he loved that stuff. Like he was the architecture of European buildings. Like he was real. You can tell he's really into that, and especially planes. He loves planes. Like Hayao Miyazaki is just like the biggest plane aviation nerd ever. Like I would love to. I have a couple of the art of books. Oh, I'm all caught. Well, I'm caught up to the anime. So I haven't seen the end that they have in the because I know the manga is finished, isn't it? So yeah, I liked they finally made Bakugo actually likable in the last season. Yes. Oh yeah, that was a while ago. That's what started everything falling apart. Because that was part of the raid. Because remember they had the first raid, and then things went bad, and then Deku had his stinky boy time when he thought he was a character from like a Todd McFarlane book, and then he like he thought he was Spawn, and then they finally all find him, and he comes back, and now it's like the final confrontation, and like there's like all these big. Oh wait, you were asking like, oh no, I just spoiled it. I thought you saw it. You made it sound like you saw that. Wait, no, wait, is Dobby the... I get the names wrong. Let me double check. I don't think I am wrong, though. Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. I'm sorry. I always get him mixed up with his friend. The guy who can copy himself. Sorry. Twice. Yeah, twice. Which I always think that his real name is I thought his real name was Dobby, because that Dobby is in double. Yeah. It's just a confusing. It just confuses me all the time. Yeah. Yeah, because remember Hawks. I don't know if you saw up to that, but yeah, he had a major fight with him. And there's been some other big confrontations between people. So yeah, no, it's like this is the end. We're coming up to the end. Like I think I could be wrong. There could be an overture like season that kind of like, or a movie that closes everything up. But I think this is it. Like I think they're gonna pretty much just be like, we're gonna finish these face-offs, and that's the end of everything. Oh wow! I forgot how little you've seen. Well, knowing that doesn't change anything, honestly, because Twice is such a good character that even knowing what might happen to him later isn't important. I mean, it's not even important until it's important. Because like there's plenty of other characters you're gonna meet, like I mean like let's see, oops, sorry, one sec. Oops, no. Where can you watch them? I watched them on Crunchyroll. But I think they might be like a few other places, but that's where I watched them. Yeah, there's I mean, Tomorrow Shigaraki is such a big character that, like, as you go through the show, he's such a. I mean, where you are, he's really important, and he only gets more so as the show goes on. And I mean, there's the Stain. It's both. I think it should be both by now because the dub was taking longer, but I think even the dub's pretty much caught up, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, everyone. I was just taking a break to get some water. I'll get back into this. I promise. One more of these, and then I'll get to drawing swords. I swear. Got so many. Looking for another good male pose. Or that would be really bad. I don't want to do that. Yeah. Yeah, he's scary. Decompose. Yeah, there we go. This is fine, I guess. Not really. I'll find. 1, 2. But yeah, Shigaraki's an interesting villain. Oh, here we go. Some wrestlers. I forgot I had these. Oh, this one's perfect. Okay, I like this one. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, I mean, yeah. You'll see his backstory much later. Because you got to make it through all. You still got to go through all of the many trials and exams that they have to become heroes. Oh wait, you actually read it? Yeah, I know it is. Yeah. Oof. Just unfortunately, it's very much like an X-Men kind of like Powers Awakening. It reminds me so much of some of the X-Men, where like they just were like, well, like for instance, like Cyclops. Like the first time he used his powers, he accidentally hurt people. But the difference is he had Charles Xavier save him, pretty much. Whereas Shigaraki did not have that luck. He had the worst person in all of Tokyo pretty much come up to him and yeah, that's why he's a bad guy. Because the wrong person helped him. Someone that wanted to use him. Kirishima. Which one's Kirishima? I don't remember who that is. Is that the redhead villain? Oh no, you're talking about Hero. Yeah. Well, all of them. Yeah. All the heroes have really rough backstories of why they became heroes. Or a lot of them do, anyway. Like several of them, I mean, they live in a world where it's like villains are just people with powers who just decide to use them even though they're not supposed to legally. So that's why they became heroes, because they want to make sure those people don't hurt others. But then you have people like Stain who are pretty much just like see the heroes as fake because like they've become commercialized, and he sees that as despicable, and because he likes All Might, and he sees these other heroes as fakes who are just like acting like heroes for the camera. Which is funny because other shows have tried to do what My Hero's doing, like this that To Be Hero X tried to do it, but I think it just did not quite land the same way. Like I like X. X is a cool character, but I just didn't like the story. Like the way the story unfolds is so confusing. It made my head spin. Like I'm like, guys, I only have like 20 minutes to watch this show. I shouldn't have to have a graph paper with me. They're like, okay, we're going to jump ahead in time, and you have to remember that this happened at this time, and then this happened at... I'm like, can we just tell a story straightforward instead of jumping around? No. But then I don't want to watch this. This isn't fun. It's too bad because the character designs are great, but the character... But if I have to like keep that much track of characters, it's not fun. But if you like a good Halloween shonen is Soul Eater. Soul Eater is really good. Even though it isn't, they changed the story from the manga, I still think it's pretty good. Like the main story, I mean, neither is perfect, to be honest. Wait. What do we never? Okay, let's get to work. I might even keep this one up because it's kind of a cool pose. Okay. Okay, random generator. One to 30. Go. 8. Let's go find out what 8 is. Wait, don't I have the... I do. It's up here. I'm like, wait, don't I have the... I already have this list in here. Here we go. 8 is K9. What does that mean? This makes no... This list is very confusing. Keeping track of characters. Yeah, no, it's... I can count on like one hand how many people in My Hero Academia I can remember. And even then, it's usually half the time their nicknames. Like, I don't remember Froppy's real name. I just know to call her Froppy because she's the frog girl. And for being a background character, I just like her because in any other anime she would be nothing. But they still make her important, even though she's like... Because technically, I mean, she's pretty strong. And pretty agile. I guess... A sword where the hilt is a wolf head. This feels like such a cop-out. I don't like this, but it's the only way I can think to make a sword canine-esque. I think I'll shrink that down. Oops. No. Okay. Maybe I'll make it a yeah, that's I'll think about it. We'll see. I'll draw the figure first, and then I'll draw the I'll draw the pose, and then I'll draw what they might look like. Let's see. That'll be a good pose for the comic. Sorry, finding some. I always find comic poses for like my characters while I'm looking for other drawings. I mean, for other reference. It's just how it is. No. I might have to do some of those today too. For my break, I'm going to do some expressions using celebrities because I always forget how good some of their faces look. All these are sword. These are... I'm going to open up a new window because I clicked on a picture of someone holding an axe, so everyone's holding axes, and I need a sword, which is a very different kind of pose you have when you're holding a sword. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, here's some good ones. Nice. Okay. Oops. That doesn't help me. Do 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 do. Well, how is this how is that chill piano? Not piano either, guys. There we go. Okay. I might raise the head up a little bit higher so it's actually inverted, so it's kind of like going down the hill. That'd be kind of cool. More like a... I was going to make this kind of like a Witcher pose, because being a K9, I was going to make it the wolf. Yeah, maybe I'll stick with that, because that's probably the best. Okay. I hope that you get to enjoy the rest of your weekend, holiday, though. Maybe you'll get to watch some more of, maybe you'll find a way to watch some of those episodes. Or that book you said, yeah, I hope you find that book you were looking for. Maybe this is just a Witcher, it's not the Witcher, it's not Geralt, it's just a guy with one of the other ones before they all got taken out. How is this piano? Playlists are horrible. Sorry, everyone. Yeesh. I can get a break here. It's like either it's like really classic or, oh yeah, have a good one. Oh, I can't win with this mix. I gotta get a better playlist. Because pretzel is garbage. Let's just put on our normal stuff. It's just... This is actually really bad. I don't like this. I'm gonna make it lighter opacity and try and fix it. Okay. The problem is I started with the sword, and that's never a good idea. Always start with the figure. Bum 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 bum. On the hilt. I'm gonna change it to a Actually, you know what? He's not going to be held. It's going to be held on by a string. So. It'll be like hanging off his belt. He's going to be holding two swords. Sorry, I'm not as speedy as I was on Wednesday, I guess. Got kind of pulled into... I just got distracted. I got tired. Tired. It's essentially what it is. I was going to be like, I'm distracted, but no, I'm not even distracted. I'm just tired. I'm just not at 100%. Man, I'm drawing bad today. Let's do a different one. Generate. I'll come back to this one. So K9. Well, actually, I have a better idea for K9, and I've done it before. I'm just going to do that again. I'm going to draw a dog with a sword in its mouth. Let's make it a... This time I'll make it a husky. Or could you just make it a wild wolf? Husky's fine. Yeah. Good practice too for drawing animals. Oops. Sorry. Get rid of that. Dipoppo. Dipoppers. Make its head actually tilted. Well, I can fix that when I get to the point where I'm tilting. I'll try and tilt it a little bit here and then... Maybe it'll be, I'll give it a, that might be another one, but now I'll make this a, this could be a husky. Play. What if it's a Shiba? That'd be so funny. It's like it's like from like Silent Hill. It's just dragging the sword behind it. Like I'm gonna get ya. I'll clip your toes. Getting the Disney effect here of like making it look like this dog has eyelashes. I'm gonna have its head turned a little. Well, let's fix that now so that it doesn't look too weird. Because the weight of the sword would, even if it's a strong pup, their head would be turned a little bit because of the weight. Like that. Yeah. Whoops. Eat the puppers. Yeah, boofed. Ring like protective leather over his body. Or hers. I haven't decided. Should have done some practice drawing dogs before I did this, but it's better just to find out that you... Because this is very rough. I'm sorry. Sad thing is, I actually really thought that was funny. Like, I was groaning on the inside, but I liked it. I think I'm throwing this off somehow. Do 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I drew this off. That's all. Sorry. This is not a very good drawing. I'm going to try one more time with a different pose. Let's get a... Here's a different pose. Where's that one? They're all sitting still. I want one running. I find it hard to believe that there's only still... This is a good one. Because it's although this poor pup is probably like melting. Because it's the last... Oh, that's a Malamute, not a... Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's some good ones. These are playing. This is good for let's draw this. Oops. How am I doing in time? I might take a break to do some more figure drawing because I'm kind of not making much progress, am I? Don't worry, there's gonna be more. Much more fur. Still looks weird, but that's because that's wrong. that. I'm just off. I can't do this right now. Let's do some figure drawing. I'm so sorry. I'm definitely going to save a picture of this for later, because I like this idea of for K9 to do a dog running with a sword. That'll be really fun. I just can't draw it right now for some reason. So let's just take a break and do some more figure drawing, and then I'll get back to I'll do another sword prompt. Guess I am just really tired tonight. Glad I didn't try to do the comic. That would have been even worse, probably. But I can, maybe I can do some line work on the comic after this one drawing. And that's how I'll end this. Just so I have made some progress on something. Oh well. I hope it's fun. I guess this is just kind of proof that you can't always count on, like, just... Even when you have years of drawing, there's going to be bad days. And this is one of mine. Get better at male anatomy, because when I make Richard look good when I get around to his fight scenes. I mean, they've been looking really good so far, though. So, but I want to make them more exciting as I go along in the story. It'll be interesting. Actually, I know what to do. I have to fix this because oops. Come on. Sketch. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, ba-dum. I don't know. This is just going to be a... Oh yeah, I'm not doing any prompt right now. I'm just kind of just drawing for fun. So, it's just a pose. I haven't said this in a while, so I think I'll say it now. If anyone, we were talking about lore earlier and how Nick likes that, but if anyone has any specific lore from a like certain like culture or something that you want me to try and look up things, like leave it in the comments, and then that way it'll give me time to like look into it, and I might be able to even turn stuff like that into shorts, like, and do voiceovers. Because I'm looking for things. I'm probably gonna start with Celtic and then go into Scandinavian, but I am looking to other places. Like I might move into like Germanic and then go over to like some of the well, like we were talking about with all the like ancient Greek gods and the Roman gods, you know, all that stuff, and maybe even I don't know. I'll jump around and look at tales in other places too. But I just figured I'd put that offer out there again. There is one thing I might think about trying to do, which would be kind of fun, is take short stories from other from Celtic mythology and turn them into or Scandinavian stuff, and make some. I might make these into time lapse, but turn them into Disney movie posters. That might be kind of fun, or like DreamWorks. I think that would be pretty cool. Actually, I might try that out. And then maybe I'll like do it, or maybe I'll do like I'll do them in different things that influence me. Like I'll do one in a Disney, and then I'll do another one in more of a Don Bluth style, and then I'll do another one in like a Studio Ghibli film kind of style, and then I'll do another one in like a different artist that has really influenced my works, like maybe a Bill Watterson style. That'd be fun. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Yeah, let's work on some comics, because I've been... Because I'm just... not making the progress I want on this, so... if I can at least... oh yeah, I was gonna... let's work on this, because I want to finish this page. And I want to do it before I burn out, so... because usually I wait until I'm tired to start drawing the comic. And that never ends up being good art. Excuse me. So I kind of like... I don't want her to look cartoony, but I don't want her to look too rendered as either, so it's kind of a tricky... Sorry, it's got quiet when I focus like this. Yeah, it'd be fun to play around with some other, like, especially because we've been, like, I've been talking to everyone, I mean, Nick, several times about, like, that musical, and it'd be fun to, like, look into some doing some art based around that. See, I only just started drawing her. I might get rid of the shoulders because it was fun to draw, but it doesn't make sense for the setting. So I'm gonna go with the vest. I mean, she's a fairy folk, so would it really matter? No, it doesn't. I don't know what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter. She's from the Fey realm. Everything, they're all weird. I should know. Yeah, this is them finding the dinosaur. Like that's the first thing that you see of them is them like on the trail, and they find proof that they are in fact heading in the right direction. No, I'm not gonna. She's standing right in front of this giant footprint for the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Dun, 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 dun. What was I thinking? There was a game I was thinking about playing possibly on my Twitch stream, but I can't remember offhand right now. There's some coming out soon that might be kind of fun. I'll definitely announce it when I'll make this look more like a T-Rex foot when I do the final pass. But for now, I'll just make the shape kind of. I think it'd probably be more like an impression like that. Just like a little wrecking ball that went through this area. It's like, yeah, I think we're on the right path. Just a hunch. Yeah. Oops. Lower the opacity a little. I didn't mean to turn it down that much. A little bit there. I'll do a cleaner version. Whoops. Closer up. Because the point of this scene is to explain why they're not at their radio. Why they're distracted. They're clearly onto something very big, and both literal and like discovery-wise. So. And I want to kind of show that she's like, you immediately can tell that this character is like just enthralled by this stuff. She's so excited by the concept, like the idea of seeing one of these, because even in her world, like, because of what happened to the Fey realm, she's never seen a dinosaur, because where they were was separated from her world a long time ago, before she was born. So coming here and seeing them, she's just so excited. Trying to get her face right though, it's kind of hard. That does look cleaner already, though. It's not perfect, but it's definitely better than it was. So it's proof that, like, that's kind of why I like to go from. I don't like to go straight into like a perfect drawing right away. I like to draw from a distance, and then I go in, and then like that way I see how the figure is taking up the space before I worry about the details. Because I think that's just like something that I found out from the past, like especially with like traditional drawing. There's so many times where I went all the way to the end of a gouache drawing and then realized everything was set up wrong, and I had to redraw the whole thing, and that's hard. But I like gouache so much because of some of the artists that I followed. Like what was her? I'm gonna see if I can find it. It's like Juicy Art or something like that, or hang on, let's see if I can find her really quick. She changed her name, so it's hard to find. She used to be. I can't find it. It must have been something kind of like that, but she's done I think she even got into like Imagine Effects, which I would love to do that sometime. Try and submit some of my work to be in there, because I think I'm not sure how difficult it is, but it'd be fun to try. Be a good fun place to post it where some new people could see it. Because I know editorial's not as big as it used to be, but it would still be fun to like put my artwork in a different area. She's got this very flowy dress on, the reason I did that was to show off her like her magic of controlling water. It's a fun way to like make her movements kind of like more fluid with the dress flowing everywhere, and then like water around her flowing, and I thought it'd be kind of cool. And she's just like, I'm jumping out of my skin with excitement. Can you just get down here already? I really want to go check this thing out. Just turning her head a little bit, so gotta push that a little bit further. I think I said this last time, but the first time I drew this, I was going to draw it in a different art style, but then I realized that really pulled you out of the comic. So I'm like, no. Excuse me. Okay, false alarm. Thought I was gonna sneeze. I'm just sticking to water tonight. That's probably why I'm tired. It's like I'm still used to coffee or something, but I decided to be a little bit smarter today so I can sleep. So. Still kind of rough, but I'm liking her look a little more now than it was before. It was kind of rough. Cool. Well, that's much better now. I think that page is really improved. Add in some more of the foliage, but I don't want to go too crazy with it. I just kind of want. I could really try and be like, but be really detailed. But from what I learned from an earlier page with Richard, I'll show you the page. The one right here. I found that this page looks really good because it's more painterly and more like just. It's more about what's happening on the scene. Like I like that it's all about the story. Even before you see like. Before I put the text in, like you can tell. They feel like something's watching them. And then you get the feeling of like, I gotta fix her face here. What the? What? Sorry. I just saw this mistake and I want to fix it. Because I made her. I mean, it's kind of cool. I like the idea of it, but it's just kind of messing with her face shape a little too much. Kind of still gotta keep her general face shape. Can fix this. Just concentrate. I don't know. I'll think about it, keeping it in. It's kind of funny. Nah, it's too goofy. Sorry. It almost fits. Maybe it's just the way it's sticking out isn't right. Maybe more like that would be a little more. Still looks weird, but I would like to figure it out because it's kind of fun and it kind of fits her character to be fiddling with something and having your. Color on their eyes. I got it right here. Okay. Forgot to put the color of their eyes in this. Kind of important. This clearly this page is one. It's good. It just needs to be cleaned up. Like the line work is very rough right now, and I was clearly playing around with some brushes in here too, and I might get rid of them because I don't know if they really add. I mean, they're okay. I guess this one's all right because it's a very basic brush, so it's not like it doesn't feel like I'm using someone else's property. This is just a brush that came with Clip Studio, I believe. Or it's one that I downloaded later from them, so. But it's one of theirs. Yeah, I think it's just the line work that needs to be fixed on this page, really. Thanks to everyone who stuck around. It's probably going to draw for a little bit longer than I'll call it, but why don't we draw for like 8 more minutes and then we'll call it, because this is a good thing to end on, is just working on this. I haven't done this in a while. I'm glad I got a chance to get around to it, though, because it's kind of fell into the background for a while with the VTuber model, which I don't know what's honestly going on with that right now. I'm having some difficulty and I'm frustrated and tired of it right now. I think the problem is I just can't get excited about it as some people. Maybe I'm just too negative. Like maybe I just see the side of it where I'm like, I don't see myself big enough for it to matter. I don't know. Sorry, this is. I don't mean to sound like a downer. I don't want this channel to be known for that. Yeah, I think that looks better. I actually kind of like the tongue out on the side like that. It's kind of funny. She's fiddling with her guitar, so definitely like. Gotta fix his hands. They're really rough. There we go. That little bit already helped it a lot. I didn't realize, I'm like, why does this arm look so off? And I'm like, oh, because I didn't change its perspective. Sometimes that's all it takes. I just need to clean up this his weapon 2 here a little bit, but I'm really happy with how this. Even though this is rough, I'm really happy with those 2 panels. Like I obviously will clean them up a little bit more, but the action in them, I think, really is pretty spot on what I wanted to do. Like I might. Make something going through. Nah. You can definitely see the shock wave hitting the wolf. And it's a tough creature, so I kind of want to show that it's not really doing anything immediate to it right away. Like, one hit isn't gonna. He immediately sees this thing is tough and it's not gonna go down with one hit. So, yeah. But I'm pretty happy with this. I mean, it just needs cleaned up, obviously, a little more. Oops. Might even just, like, because she's in dark, simplify her hair even more, kind of make these bigger blotches of color. Same with him. Because I did it in some other spots, so. But yeah, we reached. Well, not yet, but now would be a good time to do the closeout if since we're heading towards the last few minutes. But I made a little bit more progress in the comic, but I wish I had made more progress with the drawing the Swordtember, but I guess whatever. You know, you can't win them all. Like this is looking really good. I'm really happy with this page, how it's coming along. Like this part here is really cool. I'm excited to like start rendering it and coloring it and cleaning it up and seeing if I can find a good color scheme and maybe fix the perspective a little, possibly. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. So thanks everyone who stuck by. Sorry this isn't a 3-hour one. I'm fading a little bit, and I don't want to be like last time where I was just barely functional by the time I finished. So I'll be back again on Wednesday, but I'll be drawing again tomorrow on my Twitch. So I think I might go back to working on this a little bit more even on there, but I'm gonna probably start with something else. Probably I might do some stuff for that channel first. I might work on some of the assets for the channel, like the emotes. I wish that, well, I can always work on, I guess, like wallpapers and stuff for here. Like I do have the library and the end screen, which I guess is more for the other channel, because I always just start this up and I just start it where I do, wherever. But yeah. So everyone have a wonderful rest of your weekend, if I don't see you again over the weekend. And I'm gonna try and get some of these drawings that I already had started earlier in the week, like the goose, I mean the swan, and the sword fight on the clock tower is really cool. This one was really fun, and I really kind of want to make that into something. Or this one came out pretty cool. So, oh yeah, I was working on this page too. I really want to clean this one up. I think I have another one that's further done than this, but I guess maybe not. So yeah, I got some work to do over tonight and tomorrow. So yeah. Anyway, take care of all yourselves, and I'll hopefully I'll see you all again on the next stream. And please like, comment, and subscribe, or do one of those, because even a like boosts my presence. So yeah, have a wonderful week.